The theory of everything. The collapse of physics' greatest dream. Can we ever truly understand the universe? A single formula that explains everything, from particles smaller than atoms to the vast galaxies above. It sounds like science fiction, yet this was once the very real dream of scientists. They called it the theory of everything, one equation to capture the secrets of the cosmos. But then, a quiet man, armed with nothing more than pen and paper, proved that this dream was impossible. That man was Gödel. 1. The Age of Faith. To see why Gödel's discovery was so shocking, we must return to the early 20th century. It was the golden age of mathematics. People believed that with enough intelligence and perseverance, every truth could be proven. The mathematician David Hilbert confidently declared, "We will know everything. We will prove everything." This optimism was the soil in which the dream of a theory of everything was planted. 2. The arrival of Godel. But then, in 1931, Godel, at just 25 years old, published a theorem that shook this faith to its core. What he revealed sounded abstract, but it struck at the very foundation. The belief that humanity could one day build a system that was perfect, complete, and without contradiction. 3. The Incompleteness theorem. A simple example. To make it clear, imagine a book that contains every rule to prove what is true. Now, you write a sentence inside that book. This sentence cannot be proven true using the rules in this book. If the book proves it, then it contradicts itself. If the book cannot prove it, then the sentence is true anyway. This means there will always be truths that cannot be proven within the system itself. And Gödel's second theorem went further. A system complex enough cannot prove that it is free from contradictions. In other words, no system can ever be both complete and perfect. 4. The blow to the theory of everything. Here lies the problem. If the theory of everything were real, it would also face this paradox. Either it would be incomplete, there will always be phenomena it cannot explain, or it would be inconsistent, carrying contradictions within itself. The dream of one single equation describing the entire universe seems doomed. Not because we are ignorant, but because logic itself has declared, it is impossible. 5. The goldfish in the bowl. To picture this more simply, imagine a goldfish in a bowl. It can sense the water, the food, the environment around it, but it can never see the bowl from the outside. We are like that fish. We use our brains and senses, products of this very universe, to try and understand the whole of it. But because we are part of the system, we can never step outside to see it in full. 6. The greater question. So then, who or what can stand outside and see it all? This is the great question Godel left us, and many philosophers and theologians came to a similar conclusion. Only a mind beyond space, time, and the laws of this universe could truly see the whole. They called it God, but not the image of an old man with a beard in the clouds. Rather, an absolute consciousness, beyond every limit. 7. The call to awakening. Gödel's theorem, then, is not just mathematics. It is a reminder that humanity has limits. There will always be mysteries beyond science, beyond math, beyond logic. And instead of despair, this realization invites humility. Perhaps the universe was never meant to be fully captured by equations. Perhaps it was meant to be lived, experienced, and listened to, with both mind and heart. If the theory of everything cannot exist as a single equation, then what? Perhaps truth still exists, but it cannot be caged by logic. Perhaps the real journey is not to seize the universe, but to expand human consciousness. Maybe the answer doesn't live on a blackboard, but in the very experience of living. Maybe what we need is not the final equation, but a higher state of awareness, where we connect directly with truth itself. And maybe the universe never asked us to know it all, but only invited us to step inside, awaken, and become part of it. If these words resonate with you, like, share, and subscribe, because this is not only the journey to understand the universe, but the journey to awaken the deepest truth within ourselves.